Guess what, Mom? I got some bad news for you.
What is it, Rich?
Mrs. Calton told us during symphonic choir last year that she announced that she is moving to New York City to replace Kendra on the GNN news.
I'm sorry to hear that, Rich, but who will be your new choir teacher this year?
Mr. Bryce Henry is going to be my new choir teacher, taking Mrs. Calton's job starting this year.
But let's watch our local news, that'll cheer you up.
Good evening, my name is Jason Geiser. This is your news now at 6 p.m. Tonight's news that a choir director from Bellefontaine Middle and High School just moved at New York City, New York to become a GNN news anchor, taking Kendra's job, because she will be retiring from her position on the GNN news after 25 years since 1990. But we go live at Bellefontaine High School to interview those who were in choir last school year. And now I'm live at the BHS choir room with two students from concert choir named Paul Thomas and Katie Vetrino talking about Mrs. Calton's replacement. Paul and Katie, what has happened at your school last year?
Yes, Jason, when she announced us the end of last year that she is going to replace Kendra on the GNN news and move to New York City as her new home.
And we are gonna try harder to stay in touch with our former choir teacher named Mrs. Calton, and we hope that she is going to like it there better than Ohio as her old home.
Thank you so much, guys, for sharing your thoughts of Mrs. Calton's replacement. And now I'm here with two students from symphonic choir last year named Ridge Morris and Carrie Robb to share their thoughts of Mrs. Calton's departure. Ridge and Carrie, before you share your thoughts about Mrs. Calton, and tell us what symphonic choir is all about.
Yes, Jason, it is an audition group that you have to try out, like me and Carrie tried out the end of our freshman/sophomore year, and we both made it for last year.
Tell us more about your group.
In symphonic choir, we each have to sing our part like our choir director told us, and also do sight reading by knowing the solfege scale, and we also qualified for contest each year.
Ridge and Carrie, what part did you guys sing as?
I sing tenor.
And I sing soprano.
Enough about your group. Let's get into your thoughts about Mrs. Calton's departure.
A few days before our last day of school, when Mrs. Calton announced that she is moving to New York as her new home.
After her last day as choir teacher, and told us that Mr. Henry is going to be our new choir teacher from Urban University as a student.
As two of the concert choir students mentioned that she is going to replace Kendra on the GNN news, that she will be retiring from her job.
But we hope that Kendra will be broadcasting her last show with the new GNN news anchor for starting this school year.
Before you two leave the choir room, did you guys made symphonic choir for this school year?
Yes, me and Carrie both made it for this school year, as she put me on tenor 1 as my vocal voice chord, and she put Carrie on soprano 1 as her vocal voice chord.
Thank you guys so much. And now back to the studio. Let's check the weather for tomorrow. On tomorrow through Friday will be partly cloudy skies with 10% chance of rain for tomorrow. And on Saturday there will be slight chance of a thunderstorm later the day, 40%. This is your news now, signing off.
Hello, how can I help you?
I'm here because I wanted to be the GNN news anchor to replace Kendra that she'll be retiring from her job.
Alright, and what's your name?
My name is Stacy Calton and I've just moved here from Bellefontaine, Ohio.
Okay, what jobs have you done in the past?
My first job was the music teacher at Southeastern Elementary School for 12 years and then I was the choir director for 3 years, both middle and high school.
And how many years total?
15 years.
Okay, but you start tomorrow and then you'll become the new GNN news anchor as Kendra will do her last show and she told me that you two are doing her last show together.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.